Go to jail? US netizens erupt linking BTS's Jungkook to Cha Eun-woo's tax scandal. What's really happening behind the headlines? Seoul, the 1st of February 2026. Could a quiet comment or the lack of one spark an international social media firestorm? That is exactly what happened when Jungkook of BTS found himself unexpectedly dragged into discussions surrounding Cha Eun-woo's tax controversy, igniting a whirlwind of speculation that has captivated fans and media outlets across the United States and South Korea. The controversy began in late January 2026, when Cha Eun-woo, the celebrated actor and singer from Astro, was revealed to be under investigation for alleged tax discrepancies amounting to over 20 billion won, roughly $15.5 million USD. According to the National Tax Service of Korea, an intensive audit revealed that Cha's income may have been channeled through a company registered under his mother's name, an entity reportedly lacking legitimate business activity. This maneuver, officials argue, allowed him to pay a significantly lower corporate tax rate instead of the personal income tax, which could reach 45%. Fantagio, Cha Eun-woo's agency, reportedly faced fines of 8.2 billion won as a result of the investigation. As the story developed, Cha Eun-woo publicly addressed the controversy via Instagram on the 26th of January 2026, issuing a sincere apology to his fans and the general public, while affirming his commitment to fully cooperate with the authorities. "I have deeply reflected on whether I have fulfilled my tax obligations rigorously enough," he wrote, signaling his intent to comply with any rulings issued by the National Tax Service. Yet, amid the official statements and legal deliberations, social media began to buzz with a narrative that seemed almost surreal. Jungkook, the globally renowned member of BTS, has remained entirely silent on the matter, a choice that, rather than calming discussions, seems to have fueled them. Across Twitter and X, hashtags such as #Jungkook investigation and phrases like "go to jail" began trending among US netizens. Posts linking Jungkook to Cha Eun-woo's tax case speculated on whether his close friendship with the Astro star implied some level of involvement or, worse, complicity. Why did silence turn into suspicion? Observers suggest it's a combination of Jungkook's immense visibility as a K-pop icon and the public's fascination with celebrity networks. Fans, familiar with the two idols' interactions in dance challenges, social media exchanges, and private meetups, found the narrative irresistible for discussion and clickbait. While US entertainment media, including ET, Online, and People, covered the trending hashtags, the discussions raised larger questions about cultural differences in celebrity privacy. In Korea, close friends of someone under investigation are typically not presumed culpable. In Western social media, however, the lines are far blurrier, and connections can be quickly construed as conspiracy. ARMY, the devoted fandom of BTS, reacted swiftly, defending Jungkook with fervor. "Jungkook has nothing to do with this. Don't drag him into something he's not involved in," wrote one fan. Others argued that Jungkook's silence reflected prudence, given that he is focusing on his solo projects and personal endeavors following BTS's group activities. Despite their assurances, memes, reaction videos, and speculative commentaries continued to proliferate online, showing how viral rumors can take a life of their own even when entirely unfounded. The debate did not stop there. Other 97-liner idols, including Mingyu of 17 and Jaehyun of NCT, were briefly mentioned in online discussions, further demonstrating how closely the South Korean idol ecosystem is intertwined and how it can become an unintended target when one figure faces controversy. Fans and experts alike debated whether such associations constitute unfair targeting or a natural curiosity about interconnected social networks. Meanwhile, tax and legal experts observing the case emphasize the distinction between tax avoidance and tax evasion. While Cha Eun-woo's structuring of income raises questions about ethics and financial transparency, current evidence suggests that criminal charges may not be warranted unless intentional concealment is proven. His legal team, Sejong Law, is reportedly exploring settlement options with the National Tax Service, but remains prepared to escalate matters to the courts if necessary. The impact of this controversy is already tangible. Brands and promotional content featuring Cha Eun-woo have been temporarily withdrawn, including certain endorsements that intersect with governmental agencies. The ripple effects underscore a broader reality. Celebrity financial conduct is now scrutinized as intensely as their public appearances or artistic output. Yet, despite all the headlines, one question continues to loom large in the eyes of global fans and media. Could Jungkook actually face consequences merely due to association? Or is this just a stark reminder of how quickly social media can distort reality? The frenzy has revealed something deeper about the intersection of fame, friendship, and public perception. A single unverified rumor can spark international debate, creating a precarious environment where silence is often misinterpreted as guilt. For US audiences, the incident highlights a cultural gap in understanding celebrity privacy in Korea versus the West. Whereas Western media often frames proximity or friendship as potential complicity, Korean norms generally treat these relationships as distinct from legal accountability. This discrepancy may explain why hashtags like #Jungkook investigation trend abroad, while in Seoul, discussions are framed with a far more nuanced lens of fairness and legal principle. In the meantime, Army and industry insiders continue to monitor the situation closely. Jungkook's ongoing silence, intentional or otherwise, has only amplified curiosity and speculation. Meanwhile, Cha Eun-woo's case proceeds through the proper legal channels, a reminder that while social media can amplify narratives instantaneously, judicial processes move at their own deliberate pace. As of now, no official statement has implicated Jungkook in any wrongdoing, and experts stress the importance of differentiating between speculation and verified facts. Nonetheless, the storm underscores the fragility of reputation in the digital age. One trending hashtag, one viral meme, or one misinterpreted gesture can dramatically reshape the public discourse around a figure who has meticulously built a career spanning global markets. So, what's next? Will Jungkook break his silence and address the swirling rumors, or will he continue to let facts, rather than speculation, define his public narrative? Can Cha Eun-woo resolve his tax situation without further collateral damage to those around him? Or will the web of fandom and celebrity ties continue to draw in innocent bystanders? As netizens and entertainment reporters await the next development, one certainty remains. The intersection of celebrity, law, and social media is as unpredictable as ever. And in this case, the global stage has been set for a drama where friendship, fame, and legal scrutiny collide, capturing imaginations across continents and sparking one question above all. In the age of viral speculation, can anyone truly remain untouchable? The saga surrounding Jungkook and Cha Eun-woo also sheds light on how intertwined the K-pop world is with digital culture, particularly in the West. For years, BTS has dominated international charts and digital conversations, with Jungkook often at the center due to his immense popularity. Similarly, Cha Eun-woo is no stranger to global attention, with endorsements and acting roles reaching audiences far beyond South Korea. When these two forces are perceived to intersect, the online ecosystem responds explosively. What might be a minor social interaction in Seoul becomes headline news in Los Angeles, New York, and beyond. The Jungkook investigation hashtag, which spiked to trending status on Twitter in the United States within hours, illustrates a growing phenomenon: global fandoms acting as unofficial news agencies. Within minutes, social media users dissected every public appearance, fan video, and interaction between the two idols. Clips from casual meetups, behind-the-scenes moments at award shows, and shared online games became fodder for speculation. One viral video of Jungkook laughing alongside Cha Eun-woo at a private party was captioned, "Is he hiding something?" prompting thousands of retweets and hundreds of discussion threads. Experts in social media dynamics warn that these trends, while often harmless in intent, can have serious reputational consequences. Dr. Hannah Lee, a media analyst specializing in K-pop and Western fandoms, explains, "We're seeing a new digital phenomenon where proximity equals suspicion. Fans and netizens are empowered by access, but they don't always understand the legal or cultural context. One misinterpreted interaction can snowball into a crisis narrative." This raises another crucial question. How should idols navigate friendships and private relationships under the relentless gaze of global audiences? Jungkook, known for his reserved personality and strategic media presence, has opted to remain silent, perhaps anticipating the long-term implications of any statement. But silence in the digital age can be double-edged. While prudence may prevent a direct misstep, it also creates a vacuum that rumors rush to fill. Each day without comment fuels threads speculating on Jungkook's possible involvement, increasing pressure not only on him but also on his agency, HYBE Corporation, to respond in some form. Meanwhile, Cha Eun-woo's case continues to evolve. After his initial Instagram apology, public interest has intensified around the legal distinctions of tax avoidance versus tax evasion. In Korea, experts stress that structural income management, if disclosed and within legal frameworks, does not automatically constitute a criminal act. However, public perception often conflates ethics and legality, particularly when massive sums are involved. U.S. media, keen on sensational angles, frequently highlights the potential for scandal, sometimes amplifying narratives that have little grounding in verified facts. The intersection of U.S. media and Korean entertainment culture has rarely been so pronounced. While outlets like ET Online and People provide coverage aimed at American audiences, the framing often diverges from Korean media. Western headlines may lean toward drama and speculation. Could BTS Jungkook be in trouble? Fans fear worst? Meanwhile, Korean sources report with measured caution, emphasizing ongoing investigations and the lack of evidence against Jungkook. This divergence has sparked debate among netizens and armies. Is international fandom driving an unfair narrative or simply expressing curiosity amplified by digital immediacy? Fandom reactions also reflect the emotional stakes. ARMY, Jungkook's fanbase, has mobilized extensively to defend him. Online campaigns, hashtags, and fan statements insist on separating fact from rumor. Jungkook is focused on his work and has no role in Cha Eun-woo's tax situation. Stop dragging him into a story he has nothing to do with. Read one X post with over 50,000 likes. Yet, the very act of defense paradoxically keeps the controversy alive, illustrating the paradox of fame. Attention, whether positive or negative, sustains narratives. Meanwhile, the case has prompted broader reflection on celebrity accountability. Should friendship imply responsibility? Can public figures protect personal relationships without inadvertently attracting scrutiny? This isn't just a K-pop question. It resonates in Hollywood, sports, and politics, where associations and perceived loyalty can ignite public debate. Jungkook's case, while unique in its context, echoes these universal tensions. One friendship, amplified by fandom and social media, can morph into a global talking point overnight. Legal experts watching Cha Eun-woo's case have also weighed in on potential outcomes. While the National Tax Service considers the audit findings serious, tax attorneys highlight that a settlement is possible, especially if Cha's team negotiates fines and adjusts past filings. Such outcomes, however, do not always mitigate reputational impact, as public perception often lingers longer than formal resolutions. For Jungkook, this means that even indirect association with the case can create lasting chatter, prompting his management to monitor social media carefully. The cross-cultural aspect cannot be overstated. In Korea, the boundaries of celebrity privacy, friendship, and accountability operate within a framework of respect for personal life. In contrast, Western audiences often assume that visibility equates to relevance or responsibility. This cultural gap explains why hashtags like #Jungkook investigation gained traction abroad, while in Seoul, the focus remains on Cha Eun-woo's compliance and the legal process. For Jungkook, navigating this dual-lens local discretion versus global scrutiny becomes a delicate balancing act. Amid the frenzy, another layer of intrigue emerges: the potential impact on collaborations, endorsements, and future career opportunities. Global brands, sensitive to reputational risk, monitor developments closely. Cha Eun-woo's temporary removal from ad campaigns illustrates the stakes involved. While Jungkook has yet to experience any official fallout, the mere perception of connection to controversy could influence strategic decisions by entertainment companies, sponsors, and media partners. As netizens continue to debate, the story evolves into a broader reflection on the power and danger of digital rumor. Memes, fan videos, speculative threads, and algorithmic amplification can transform idle curiosity into international spectacle. Each interaction online, the retweet, the post, the shared clip, acts as a catalyst, creating feedback loops that shape perception in real time. In this ecosystem, even factual silence can be interpreted as culpability, forcing public figures like Jungkook into complex strategic calculations. Speak, risk misstatement. Remain silent, Risk speculation. The unfolding drama also highlights the emotional dimension of fandom culture. ARMY and global K-pop fans experience a sense of personal investment in Jungkook's reputation. Defending him becomes not only a matter of loyalty, but also an expression of identity and belonging. Online discussions oscillate between fear, anger, hope, and